Hi, it's your coach, Joe Lucas. This is your Practice Power Daily Coaching Minute for Friday the 13th, 2013. Happy lucky 13 to everybody here, because I don't buy that stuff anyway. Let's finish up our week, right, about selling and influence and people skills with really talking about what I call the real business we're in, which is what I call education-based marketing. If you really think about your newsletters, if you really think about when you put stuff out to people, if you're doing workshops or client events or even in meetings with people, one of the things you always have to remember is we need to provide value up front. Now, when I say value up front, I'm not necessarily saying do a whole financial plan and just give it to people, because I don't believe in that. That's like stealing. But you better provide some value up front. Now, how do we do that? How do we educate people? Well, in our meeting process, right, in the first meeting, how do we educate them? We help them with clarity. How do we do that? By asking questions about their needs, their wants, their wounds, their bucket list, what they're looking for with a financial advisor in a relationship, what they're not looking for, right? The pros, the cons. We're in essence a clarity exercise. We're helping them get their syntaxes all figured out. And by the way, what you're also doing if you're following Meeting Mastery in our website is you're also creating values for them. So what's most important, what's second most important, what's third most important, and then the rules. How do you know? How do you know? How do you know? How do you know? That in itself is very valuable. And so when we talk about adding value up front and educating them, I want you to think about this for a second. What percentage of the prospects that come in, I don't care where they come from, what percentage of them can articulate to you their financial goals and their retirement goals and their bucket list? With the one like just like off the top head, yeah, we thought about it. Here's what we want. Here's what we want. Here's what we want. Here's where we want to go. The bucket list. 1 out of 20, 1 out of 50. I mean, the data that I've seen from my clients who are kind of doing a little tests for me, it's not many. So even if you don't get them as a client, but think about this. Let's just say the first meeting happens and they're not economically qualified, they don't meet your minimums, or they're not emotionally qualified, they're not ready for change, or they're crazy, they want to keep doing it themselves, whatever. But they leave that first meeting and you've given them clarity, you've had them write down some goals, you had them think about their bucket list. That's valuable. You've added something to their life, their world, as a gift. So I always want you to remember that when you're in the meeting process with people, that we're givers, not takers. We're not there for our own need. We don't serve somebody, we're not going to be served either. So I want you to remember that's sort of the golden rule. Keep that in mind. I hate the word hope. Hope you had a great weekend. Or hope you have a great weekend, I should say. And I'll see you on Monday.